With .NET and C#, you can build anything from AI applications, powerful backends and front-end web applications, mobile, desktop, games, IoT, and so much more. And you can do it all in VS Code. I'm going to show you how to set up everything from start to finish in under 10 minutes. Let's go. So a few places to get started. First would be the .NET website, where you can learn all about .NET and everything that you can build with it. And of course, you can get started and download the SDK. We're going to start on the Visual Studio Code website, and this is going to give me everything I need on VS Code, no matter where I'm developing. Here I can hit the download for Windows or other platforms, and VS Code and .NET are available on Windows, Linux, and Mac. So I'm going to hit download here, and it's going to start to download VS Code. And what's great here is that it's a nice quick install and gives me everything I need. Now I'm here on a Windows ARM machine, and it's super optimized and downloading the ARM build for me, and it will install the ARM build of .NET 2. Now I'm inside of a sandbox, so you probably won't see this, but basically this is going to show that it's going to be a user install of VS Code. So I'm just going to hit accept here, the default location, and I love the little open with code file extensions. And let's add a desktop icon for good measure and hit install. Now, as that installs, I also want to point out over here that there's a lot of great documentation no matter what you're getting started with inside of VS Code. So here's C#, there's great intro videos and a full getting started doc. Now, this documentation will show you not only how to get started with the tools for VS Code, but also the C# curriculum, which is available free on Microsoft Learn, that also is complementary to the free Code Camp certification for C#. So you can also do that as well. So definitely check that out, and I'll put links in the show notes too. All right, VS Code is basically done over here, and let's go ahead and launch it. So once VS Code launch, I'm going to go ahead and open it up here a little bit bigger, and I'm going to zoom it in here as well. Awesome. So here I can get started with VS Code. I'm just going to say I did it all. Perfect. Now, the first thing we want to do is actually install some extensions. So I'm going to go ahead and install the C# extension, but we can see extensions allow me to extend VS Code with different language support and other things to enhance my productivity. So I'm just going to go up and say C#. And here we're going to see C# and the C# dev kit. C# is sort of the base language support over here to build C# applications inside of VS Code. And the C# dev kit gives me a whole bunch of goodies no matter what I'm developing. So here I get solution and project management, NuGet integration, testing environments so I can run and debug my tests, and really amazing best-in-class support for code navigation, refactoring, and semantic awareness. Now, this depends on the C# extension, so it actually gets both of them at the same time to get everything that you need there. So let's go ahead and let that install really quick. All right, perfect. So the C# dev kit has opened up here, and I'm going to get a few different pop-ups. Let's just go ahead and close these for now, and let's go through the getting started guide here. Let me just minimize this down and get full screen. So the first thing here is that I can link my Microsoft account to use the C# dev kit with my Visual Studio subscription, including the free community edition. So I can click that connect button, or here I can click the sign in with Microsoft to use C# dev kit. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in really quick. All right, so I am signed in. I'm going to head back over to VS Code, and I am good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and check that there. Then it's going to say setup environment. So here, if you have the .NET SDK installed already, you can check by opening up the terminal. I don't yet, so that's I'm going to need to install it. So I could go over to the .NET website, and I can click the download button, and this is going to give me the download link over here for my version. But of course, .NET is available everywhere. So no matter where you're developing, you can find installers and SDKs for Linux, Mac, and Windows. But VS Code is going to guide it for me automatically by clicking the install .NET SDK. It's going to show me the latest version, so 8.0.3.01, and I'm just going to go ahead and install it. I'm just going to download the ARM64 version of the .NET SDK and give me everything that I need. So this takes a minute or so let me go ahead and just wait for .NET to finish up. All right, perfect. So the .NET SDK has been installed. Now I do want to reload VS Code, so I'm just going to go ahead and shut it all down for me. And I'm just going to go and relaunch it here. And the nice thing is VS Code brings up exactly where I was at. So I'm just going to minimize these windows, and we are good to go. Now at this point, this is going to walk me through if I have an existing .NET app. I can open up ASP.NET Core, console apps, libraries. I can create my own project over here. It's going to show me how to launch and debug applications. And there's this learn more. Now, what's really cool is you can open the command palette, and here with the .NET command, you can see all of the different things that you can do. So I'm just going to mark this as done, and we're totally off to the races. I'm going to click on the Explore button, and I'm going to say Create New .NET Project. And a few things are going to happen here when I go ahead and create this project is it's going to load up all of the templates that are on the .NET SDK. So you can see ASP.NET Core, APIs, Blazor applications, console apps, Playwright test projects, and a whole lot more. Let's just go ahead and create our very first web API, which would be great. So I'm just going to click on that. It's going to ask me where do I want to put the code. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it into a new folder called code. There we go. That sounds good. Select the folder there. Web application 1, perfect, and create the project. So this is going to create everything I need. This is just calling the command line. So for example, here, after I trust my author, which is me, I can go into terminal, new terminal, and I can go ahead and start to execute .NET commands. So for example, I could go ahead and execute the .NET version command, or .NET, version here, and this is going to show me 301. I could do .NET -info, and that will show me everything installed on this machine in my .NET SDK. I can additionally install other workloads. I can do .NET workload list. This is going to show me anything that's available or installed on my machine for .NET workloads, such as Aspire or .NET MAUI. So I could do .NET workload search, and this is going to show me additional workloads that I can add on. So if I want to do MAUI development or Aspire development or just Android or iOS development, I'm good to go there. So a few things you want to note over here is you have your traditional file explorer that's part of VS Code. But if I look down here, I can see a solution explorer, and I just love to drag and drop this up top. And now we get all of our different dependencies in this project and solution view. I get my properties going on here. I can right click on the top here. I can add new projects, add existing projects. I can select the web application and add a NuGet package. If I wanted to search for something like Aspire, for example, it's going to go off and show me all of the Aspire packages that I could install into my app. Now this application here will show me that it's going to go off and create a weather forecast API for me. And from here, I could come into the terminal and I could do .NET Run as well. So that'd be great. Or I can start to add some breakpoints into the application, go to the debug window, and I'm going to say Run and Debug and select C#. And here it's going to ask me what configuration do I want. So I can select the default configuration, HTTP or HTTPS. Let's just do the default configuration. And let's go ahead and have it build my application and then debug it locally on my machine. So this is really nice because in just a few minutes, I have a full application that is ready to go to start building APIs. And I'm debugging it as well. So I get all my threads, stack traces, and here I get a full Swagger. So I can click on the try it out. I can click execute, and this is going to go back over into VS Code, and I have a breakpoint here. That's going to show me my summary. It's going to show me everything that was generated, and I can step through over here, and this is going to pick the first 5 forecasts that are coming in. So I have all this capability, which is really, really nice. So that is awesome to see. And here, for example, I could right click and I can say go to definition, and it's going to navigate me in there automatically. So let's go ahead and continue. And if I come back over into the browser, and here I can see all the data that's being returned. So that's really, really powerful to actually start debugging and do everything that I want right inside of VS Code. All right, so beyond that, if you want to go further, now that you have your entire development environment set up, head back over to the .NET website. And on top of Learn, you can do the Learn to Code C#. There's amazing beginner videos, so you can learn all about building absolutely anything with .NET. And one of my favorite areas, of course, is the tutorial and courses. So if you wanted to get started, for example, with that backend web, this is going to give you all sorts of different materials that you can get off, start building different applications. Well, there you have it. Your entire development environment is set up from start to finish with C#, .NET, and VS Code. There's so much more to explore, so I'm going to put links in the show notes below to everything that you saw today and so much more. Don't forget, if you like this video, jam that like button, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button as well. So until next time, thanks for watching.